Welcome to Partner Solution Bytes. I am Gerardo, and I'm joined today by Justin from Versent. Welcome, Justin.
Thank you, Gerardo.
So I know that Versent has done a lot of work with retail companies in the last few years, and I'm interested to know, what are you seeing in this space? What are retail companies focusing on?
Retail companies at the moment really want to continue to support their consumers. So what we've noticed is that those companies want to make sure that the consumer's experience is really efficient. And so we are working with those companies to look at their loyalty solutions, because that helps their customers to maintain that brand recognition.
That makes a lot of sense. And how does technology play a part in improving those loyalty experiences?
Well, a lot of these companies have a loyalty solution, and it's usually in-house. So one of the things that those loyalty solutions are supported by are databases, because they have that consumer data. So we see that these big organizations often need to make sure that that environment is performant, because they have a lot of consumers who are actually using that service.
That makes a lot of sense. And with what you've learned, how are you helping customers with these database problems in their loyalty systems?
The biggest thing that we want to support customers is actually not throwing it out and putting something new in. That's going to be difficult and lengthy. We want to support them in that optimization. So we've created a loyalty offering in databases for these customers, so that they can actually build out a solution that's tailored to optimize the information around the consumers.
Now, how does this offering work? Is there like an assessment? Do you build something from scratch and get them migrated to it?
Look, I wish that we could build everything from scratch, me personally, but look, we look at their existing landscape, because we want to make sure that the plan for the future comes from somewhere that they already have. Yeah. And as a result, we go through not only just a discovery phase, like simple, but actually a detailed, tailored discovery initiative, so that we can look at the existing data sets that are related to that application and move and optimize what makes sense. We don't want to move and optimize everything, because there's a lot of components that would be quite lengthy to do.
That makes a lot of sense. So how, I wonder, how do you deliver this service? Is this something that happens over a few weeks? What can customers expect if they're buying this?
Customers can expect that we're looking at this solution for the long haul. So we often break the entire thing down into multiple phases, because often we come in and it can be quite disruptive. Yeah. So we do a discovery tailored for the loyalty solution to build out the plan and obviously call out what we're going to do. And then we switch gears into a implementation phase, which would include a lower tier environment solution. And then we look to have a third phase, which would be around going live and supporting them going to the new solution.
Yeah, that makes sense. Can you tell me about a customer? Tell me about a time that you've implemented this sort of optimization for a loyalty database.
Absolutely. Versent had the privilege to support Event Cinemas. We recently did a migration for their loyalty platform into AWS. We managed to use the RDS solution and a bunch of auto scaling with EC2s that actually improved their performance by up to 200%.
That's good. That's good. And how much of those database patterns that you've learned over time you implemented there?
Well, not just database, but also workload streams, about half a dozen.
Okay, that makes sense. That's good. What sort of benefits? So you mentioned 200% optimization in terms of performance. And have they given you any insight about how the experience has improved for their end users?
The biggest experience benefit is consistency. So they, like Event Cinemas particularly, have a peaky business. So they have a lot of ups and downs. And when it gets really busy, it's hard to predict patterns. Yeah. So they saw, using RDS, they were able to drive that performance consistently, and there was no detriment to the user experience for a particular blockbuster.
Justin, I can see how retail companies can go through peaks when their products go on sale or movie tickets become popular for a launch. Thank you so much for doing this sort of work for retail companies, and also for sharing the story with us.
Thank you, Gerardo. Thank you.
And thank you for watching Partner Solution Bytes. If you want to know more about Versent's loyalty database optimization, follow the link in the description. See you next time.